Hello and welcome to the July 2019 edition of From the Desk of. I'm Tim Moody. I'm the Public Information Officer with the Randolph County School System. I'm here with our superintendent, Dr. Stephen Gainey. We do our monthly interviews, and for the new school year, we're doing something a little bit differently. We're going to be venturing out to schools and giving you the opportunity to meet the school principal. Today we are at Hopewell Elementary School with Principal Aaron Barr. So what we're going to do is just begin this interview and give Mr. Barr a chance to tell us a little bit about himself and about this great school.
Hey guys, my name's Aaron Barr. I'm the principal here at Hopewell. This is my second year at Hopewell. I have been a principal for 7 years now. I was there 5 years in Davidson County. Love the area, love the people, and looking forward to getting started with another great year here at Hopewell.
And we know it is a great school, so I'm going to give you a chance to just tell the community members about what a great school this really is.
It really is. We've got some new and exciting things going on. We just got painted, so our school looks brand new. We got a new awning, so our kids won't get rained on in the morning. It looks great, and we thank the PTSA for that. And we're getting a new playground for our daycare out there, so it's going to be wonderful, and can't wait to see the kids out there playing.
Well, one of the things we want to do with our new interview format is not only give you the chance to meet the principal at the school, but let's take a little walk across campus and go to a spot and let the principal describe what we're seeing.
Sounds great.
All right, so Mr. Barr, why don't you tell us where we are on the Hopewell campus and tell us what we're seeing.
Okay, we're out front. We had a new awning put in so our kids could come in and stay dry in the morning, so now when they get out of the car they won't be wet. Also, the most important thing for me is they're going to be safe, so they can come in, get out from underneath the rain, and also get away from the cars. So we've got a spot where the kids can come in and be safe every morning. I want to thank the PTSA and the parents for supporting this project. It's something we worked on all year long, and it has really done a great job, and we're looking forward to using it next year.
Well, Mr. Barr, on behalf of Dr. Gainey and on the Randolph County School System, we certainly wish you the best school year. Hope you have just an amazing year, and we certainly thank you for taking the time out to tell us a little bit about your school.
Sounds great. Thank you, guys.
So we have moved back into the media center here at Hopewell Elementary School. Again, we want to thank Principal Aaron Barr for hosting us today. Dr. Gainey, now get a chance to talk about some district news. We're getting close to a new school year, and with that means some personnel changes, some administrative appointments and transfers. I want to give you a chance to update everyone on those.
Well, we have had a few more changes in terms of administrative positions. On the 27th of June, we appointed Brian Hill to be the new principal at Uwharrie Ridge 612. He has spent the past 5 years as assistant principal at Southwestern Randolph High School. We also had 3 assistant principal changes. Eric G. moved from Wheatmore High School to Archdale Trinity Middle School. He'll be assistant principal at Archdale Trinity Middle School after several years at Wheatmore High School. Nicole Duncan has been assistant principal at Archdale Trinity Middle School. She is now going to move to be assistant principal at Southwestern Randolph High School. And then Larry Hill is moving from assistant principal at Uwharrie Ridge 612 to assistant principal at Wheatmore High School. So right now, Tim, we don't have any principal vacancies or any assistant principal vacancies. We've done a lot of work the last couple of weeks. The board has worked very closely with us, and we, as you know, we have 3 board meetings in June. A lot of those are around budget issues, so we can clean up and finish the budget, finalize the budget each year. But our board works with us a great deal and gives us opportunity to use those meetings for personnel decisions as well. And so that's how we've been able to address these different administrative positions and vacancies throughout the system. So feel really good about where we are, and we'll continue to monitor things as we move towards the first day of school, and we'll address any other vacancies that come open.
So one of the things that we do each year when we have new principals moving in is that we try to have what we call Meet the Principal events. Of course, there will be a number of those here in the coming days and weeks. We have 2 of those that are already scheduled. Brian Hill and Laura Pott, who are the new principal and assistant principal at Uwharrie Ridge 612, will be having their event on August 13th from 5:30 to 6:30. We also have an event scheduled at Archdale Trinity Middle School with their new principal, David Cross. That is July 30th from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. And of course, again, our other new principals will be having similar events. Dr. Gainey, what are your thoughts about these events?
Well, I love these events. We've been doing them for several years now, and you know, when we have a new principal to school, we go and we schedule that event with them. And I encourage all the parents and students to take advantage of this opportunity to meet your school's new principal, and in the case of Uwharrie Ridge, your school's new principal and assistant principal, as Ms. Pop's going to participate as well. But I just think relationships are so big in schools and school systems, and this is an opportunity to start building that relationship and start learning about who your child's principal is and assistant principal if they're at the event. And just I encourage parents and students to take advantage of this because, and I've also asked the principals and all to, make sure they're working to engage with their communities and be visible in their communities and work on these positive relationships because we know that when there's positive relationships between students and administrators, students and staff, parents and administrators, we know that great results happen in the end for the children academically and as far as their involvement in other activities outside the classroom. So I love these events. I love that we have them, and I love that our principals take them so seriously and are so eager to do them. And I just appreciate everybody's efforts and encourage everybody to come out and take advantage of an opportunity to meet the principals.
So we have moved into a hallway here at Hopewell Elementary School, and of course we're in the middle of summer and there's no students around. That'll certainly change here before you know it, and then the school will be full of students and staff. Dr. Gainey, I want to talk for a moment about a very special employee with the Randolph County School System. That's Ms. Nancy Cross. Very special award this week. Yes,
at the Career Technical Education Summer Conference in Greensboro this week, Nancy did receive a very special award. She was named the Career Technical Education Director of the Year for the Piedmont Triad region. And, that award she's so deserving of that award. So many things she's had her hands in the last couple of years in our career technical education programs. Those programs are just expanding, and the children are they're seeking all the opportunities those programs bring or put forth for them. And so I'm just excited and just great to see somebody recognized for great work. Again, she's very well deserving of this award, and just very proud of Nancy and all she does for our school system and for our kids.
So speaking of Nancy Cross, Dr. Gainey, I want to give you a chance to talk about another very important event that she's closely connected to, and that is the Apprenticeship Randolph signing ceremony. This will be the third year that we've done that. It's going to take place on August 8th at 6 p.m. On the Randolph Community College campus. You've been to that event as I have been. I want to give you a chance to talk about that.
Well, Apprenticeship Randolph is just one of the most exciting programs I've seen in I just completed 26 years in education, and it's just exciting to see our children take advantage of this and to see the community partners come in and join this program and partner with us. But this will be our third signing event, and on that night, what will happen is it's kind of like the college athletic scene. The students who've been selected as apprentices for these different companies, the student will be called up. The company representatives will meet them on the stage, and they'll sign on the paperwork. And you see the children be handed. They may be given a hat or a T-shirt or something from the company, and it's very exciting. In past years they've had some walk-up music as the kids walked up, and then out in the crowd you see family members, friends, staff members from their schools. It's just been very exciting to see the level of support for the children who've been selected, the sense of accomplishment in the children's eyes when they know they have competed. Because this process you just don't sign up to be a part of Apprenticeship Randolph. It goes through multiple steps and tryout sessions in front of companies, and they actually kind of have like a draft of who they want after they see the candidates. And back in the spring, I was over at the Haas Lab at Randolph Community College on one of the nights where all the industry partners were watching these children work on a project, and they were rating the children and deciding who they were going to offer an apprenticeship slot to. So it's an exciting night. It'll be our third time doing this. One thing, again, I want to go back to our community partners. We started this program 3 years ago with 12 community partners, and it was a focus on advanced manufacturing. Now we've entered into, we've added automotive systems to this program. We've gone from 12 community partners to 20 community partners in the last 3 years. It's exciting. I love seeing the different partners out in the community, and so in many ways this program has just taken off, and it's in many ways I think we feel like we all work for the same organization, and whereas we don't, we're working for the same cause, and that is to take care of kids' futures and give them opportunities for their future. So this, on August the 8th, I'll be excited to see the kids react to the special moment that they'll be put in as they sign on with companies. And remember, they will wind up as apprentices. They'll be paid while they're with us and 2 years after while they're working on finishing a high school diploma and getting the associate's degree at community college. They don't pay for anything. We take care of them while they're with us. The companies take care of them while once they've graduated from high school, they end with an associate's degree, a journeyman's certificate, and a job with the company. And that is fantastic. I'm so proud of our kids for seeing this opportunity, taking advantage of it, because they took advantage of it 3 years ago. It's continuing to grow, and it's being talked about everywhere. And children are really doing great things for their futures by pursuing this. And let's don't forget, not only staff members encouraging the kids to pursue this program, let's don't forget the parents, because the parents are seeing this. And I've talked to parents who are just excited of what has been there for their kids, and they're encouraging their kids and supporting their kids. So it's just it's going to be a great scene all the way around August 8th. I can't say enough about the program and about Nancy Cross and all the partnership, all the partners we've had in the community who've helped make this thing go.
Again, you spoke a lot about our partners. One of our key partners in the community is the Ashburn-Randolph Chamber of Commerce. We partner with them on a number of things. Next week, we will have many of our teachers that will be actually doing summer internships at area businesses through the chamber. I want to give you a chance to talk about that.
Well, Tim, whoever thought up this idea was ahead of the curve as well. I mean, think about, you're a teacher and you have children in your classroom and they're talking about what they want to do when they grow up and when they leave school, and you're trying to encourage them and move them in different directions and trying to get their interest to grow in certain directions according to what they've said they're interested in. But you can really do that when you've been involved in some of these industries as an intern. So I just think this is exciting that our teachers get to go spend time in these different businesses and learn what they do. And they can talk about, hey, this summer I was at this business and this is what they do there. And they can, and you know, think about it, there may be a child there that has no idea what that business does, but after their teacher shares it and integrates it with their regular content, regular curriculum they're teaching, just think about the many opportunities this provides teachers and learning opportunities for kids. So it's just, I think it's great. I want to say a big thank you to the chamber members for sponsoring this and for whoever started this. This was a tremendous idea. And you know, nothing like this is completely perfect. Do you wind up having a business in every area of kids' interest? No. But over time, we can surely keep trying when we keep working with the business partners in the community, because we know they will do anything we ask them to help us make better futures for kids. In fact, I had one of the interns with me last year. Turned out it didn't know it at the time because school was not started. But it turned out I met the individual. He spent time with me at the Board of Education, and then turned out my son had a tremendous 6th grade year in his language arts class. And it was just a tremendous experience all the way around. And you know, after interacting with him, I felt like I had learned some about him. And then turned out he wound up being my child's language arts teacher. So that was a great experience for Mr. Goodman, and just fun all the way around.
So Dr. Gainey, important dates on the school calendar coming up in the month of August, right before school starts, are the open house dates. Each of our 31 schools will have an open house. And got the dates here. Our middle school open house night is August 21st. Our elementary and high schools will both have open houses on August the 22nd. Also, as a footnote, Randolph Early College High School will be having their open house early, of course, because their school starts earlier. Theirs will actually be on August the 5th. And I want to encourage our community members, let them know that all of the times for these events will be posted on our district website. But I want to give you a chance to talk about open houses.
Well, Tim, the open house events are always special. The energy level is always high on the campuses when they are having these open house events. And I just encourage parents and students to come to these events, because you get to meet teachers and start building those relationships with teachers. As you know, they're going to be so important throughout the upcoming school year. Just like the Meet the Principal night events that we talked about earlier today, relationships are key. You know, and you want your child to feel as comfortable about his or her school as possible. So even not only do you get to meet the school staff at the open house event, your child gets to see the layout of the school. And whereas they might have been at the school for previous years, they may not have used that particular part of the school that they're going to now because of their grade level. So I just encourage parents to take advantage of this opportunity to come in and meet the school staff, visit the school and the physical building, and just see where the layout of the building, and it's kind of a kickoff as school's getting ready to start the next week. So we'll be excited to see those events happen, and very excited to see the children come back on the campuses for that event, because I know after those events occur, they're coming back for real the next week, and that's always an exciting time because this is what schools are built for. Schools are built for children and staff members to work with children. That's what they're built for. So, you know, the summer is always a little bit of an interesting time for me, even when I was a principal. I knew the kids wanted to go home for the summer and the staff wanted to go home for the summer, but I missed them because the school got very quiet. And there you are, you're working in a big old building that was built for kids and staff, and they're not here. So we'll be excited to see everybody come back to the campuses on these nights because I know what's coming next, the first day of school, which is always a great time in the Randolph County school system.
Well, we are inching closer to the beginning of a new school year. And Dr. Gainey, as we close out this interview today, just want to give you a chance just to share whatever thoughts you have with our community members.
Well, Tim, the beginning of the 1920 school year is just around the corner. We do have several weeks left of the summer, and we have a lot of important things to do. But one of the exciting things with the start of every school year is we get to continue to bring great kids on our school campuses. Every year, you know, we graduate students from the high schools, and we fill right back in with great groups of kindergarten students, and we, you know, the kids move from one grade level to the next. It's just exciting. I want to say a big thank you to our community for the continued support they give for our school system, and the support also comes in you know, these homes these kids come from, these parents who bring us their children and trust us with their children. You know, our children, they know what the expectations are when they come to our school campuses, and that has a lot to do with their parents. And their parents help us a tremendous amount. And I think we got to be careful that we don't overlook that as the school year gets very busy, and you start at the beginning of the school year, next thing you know, you're in December, and you can't forget that the parents are very helpful to us. And I'm looking forward to seeing the staff return. Have great teachers all over the system, great principals all over the system, and just great central service staff members who will be coming back as well, because not everybody works all through the summer at central service either. But very excited to see everybody return. Always like to start a school and getting us back in gear and moving through another school year.
Well, Dr. Gainey, thank you. Thank you again to Randolph Communications for each month allowing us to conduct these interviews. We will continue to go out to different campuses each month. Next month we plan to be at Randolph Early College High School. So thank you again to Hopewell Elementary School and for Principal Aaron Barr for having us today. And we look forward to seeing all of you in August.